Johnny Somali apparently might be taking a really long vacation from content creation. It might be a 29-year vacation.
Johnny Somali has officially been indicted by South Korean authorities for obstruction of business. What does that mean for him? Well, he could be looking at up to 5 years in prison, a huge fine, and potential deportation.
Ooh.
Yes, this is as serious as it sounds. But here's where things get really interesting. The South Korean justice system...
Who does this?
But here's where things get really interesting.
Why? How do you do this? Like, why? It's just so weird.
Korean justice system, it's not like the American system. Last week, Johnny was arrested as the investigation began, and officials acted fast. They took his passport, effectively locking him in the country.
Jesus.
Now, after collecting enough evidence, they've officially charged him.
Doing?
This also means his travel ban is extended until after the trial, so there's no way he's leaving Korea anytime soon.
Bro, he's acting like he's 2 years old. Like, honestly, it almost doesn't bother me that he's doing this because I think of it as like a person having a mental health episode. It's like, oh my God, we need to get social services over here immediately. Bro, somebody flew over the cuckoo's nest. What the fuck is he's crazy? Yes, he's an animal. What is this?
And here's a key fact to keep in mind. South Korea has a 90% conviction rate once a case reaches the indictment stage. Yeah, those odds aren't exactly in his favor. Johnny's facing some serious consequences. Right now, he's only been indicted for an incident that occurred in a restaurant, which means more serious...
do this? How do you do this? It's so weird.
Serious indictments could still follow, potentially resulting in up to 29 years in jail.
29
Here's the incident
years.
for which he's currently indicted.
Okay.
Yeah, you like a Jack Frost with a zesty. Get your ass on me like Victor from Despicable Me using me upside down. What are you talking about? You got a urine
Sorry, I'm black. I'm not gonna drink nothing. I don't drink. Here, sure. No drink. No. Look here. Digo. I eat the ramen.
Oh my God.
I'm eat the ramen.
I swear to God, like, this is like what little kids do. I think there might be something wrong with him. Yeah, I actually think that there could be something wrong with this person. Low IQ? Thinking like mid-70s, somewhere around there.
Right to say you should never have kids. Your father.
Since you are eating raw ramen with hot water, why don't you pour the hot water down your pants to kill your sperm cells? It's cheaper than a vasectomy. Your father was right to say you never should have kids. Your father was right. Your father was right. Oh boy.
Your father was right. Oh.
You're throwing it around. Ooh. Who is this guy? So nasty. Who does this? She's like, clean it the fuck up.
Call the police, stupid ass. Stupid ass. I didn't drink here. Are you dumb? I was talking to you, stupid ass, bald ass.
She's not bald.
Monkey asshole. I did not drink it, you stupid. Fuck you. You Chinese. Fuck you.
He's in Korea. Why is he calling her Chinese? So let me get this straight. He's in South Korea, spamming Hiroshima, Nagasaki to troll them, calling the people there Chinese. In South Korea. He doesn't know where he is? Oh my God. Average American. Don't put this on me. Oh God.
As seen in the video, Johnny is shown disrupting a restaurant, throwing noodles, making a mess, and playing loud, obnoxious music. In the US, behavior like this might result in just a warning or a fine.
Behavior like this is normal in the United States. Yeah, like if you go to a 7-Eleven at 3:37 in the morning, there will be a Johnny Somali there.
But in South Korea, it's an entirely different matter. Disrupting business in this way is taken very seriously and carries significant consequences. And now he's about to find out just how serious those consequences are. But it's too late, as he could be facing years in jail. Now, you might be wondering, what about those other charges? The disrespect towards significant statues and the use of deep fakes. Well, he hasn't been formally charged for those yet.
What is wrong with you?
Meaning more serious indictments could still follow. He tried to dodge the consequences with a fake apology, but no one is buying it.
Nobody believed that.
Well, watch this to find out.
So to all the people of South Korea, I just want to apologize for what I've done, and I really did not mean to hurt your guys' pride this much. You guys are good people. You guys are great people.
So we're thinking about like somewhere around 75 to 80. Yeah, I think probably 75 to 80 IQ. About like the, room temperature. 50? Ooh,
and for the most part, other than Mr. Navy SEAL here, I've had a great experience with a lot of the South Korean people, and it was not my intention to really hurt you guys, and I hope you guys can accept my apology. So when I saw this statue, I came upon it on my stream. At first, I really didn't know what it was. So now I believe after I see the reaction from the Korean people, I see that it really hurt you guys, and my intention in coming to Korea was not to cause this kind of shitstorm. My intention was to come here, do my live streams, make content, and be funny. It wasn't really, I didn't want to cause...
Well, how do you be funny? That's the problem.
...pain or get anybody in trouble.
Sounds remorseful, right? But here's the thing. He claimed he didn't know the statue's significance. Yet, in a previous clip, Johnny is seen talking about the significance of these statues. He even made sure to highlight it during his live stream.
Japan hates this thing.
He did know exactly what it symbolized.
Make sure to fucking show it.
For Koreans.
Japan hates this thing.
Oh my God, yo. This is what I was looking for. Japan hates this thing. Right here. Yeah, make sure to show it. Japan hates this thing. I stand with the Korean people. I love Korea. And everything that I did in Japan was for the Korean and the Chinese people. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
I think that there's a very good probability that he actually doesn't know any of the historical context, and somebody just told him that there are statues there that make Japanese people mad, and he said, okay. Let's get down to brass tacks here. If you had Johnny Somali sit down and you asked him to write down on a sheet of paper what these statues are a representation of, do you think it would be accurate? Stupidity is not an excuse. No, I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it's so ridiculous. Do you think he can write? Give him a crayon.
They're gonna clip that. You don't know the significance of that statue. You don't know the significance of that statue.
Here it is. I do.
Japan's trying to remove those all over the world.
But why?
God, you should have seen their faces, chat, when they saw this pop up on the screen. They said, oh.
So his apology starts to feel less like genuine remorse and more like damage.
Yeah, he says Japan hates these statues. I actually think that's all he knows.
Control. The contradiction is clear. He first educates others on the importance of the statue,
he doesn't know
but
why
later
they hate
acts
them.
like he didn't know what it meant. That's a tough one to believe. This brings us back to why the authorities aren't taking his apology at face value. And it's not just the government that's after him. He's also angered many Koreans around the world, some of whom have even made threats against him.
This message is for Johnny Somali.
So, Johnny, not only are you pissing off Koreans all over the world, but you just pissed off a lot of the wrong people. Don't come back to America, Mr. Somali. It's your only warning. How many do you want to lose, Johnny? Because the price that you need to pay for playing
this guy looks like he's like the villain towards the beginning of a Metal Gear Solid game.
Stupid games is the lives of your crew,
like
your family, and everyone you're goddamn connected to.
You gotta watch your back. We're not to be fucked with. You with us in LA, we go on the roofs and literally snipe you motherfuckers. You fuck with us in...
Oh my fucking god, he's bringing up the LA riots. Oh my god.
The motherland.
Bro, what? Yes.
Dead. Like, you gotta watch your back, I'm telling you. If you're in a 20-mile radius to where I live, be prepared to see, like, straight up. And I'm saying this as an American. I'm a Korean American, right? But it's in my bones. When people with Koreans, I intrinsically have this desire to make them find out.
Johnny's actions didn't just anger Koreans, they also outraged Americans and the entire online community.
Nobody likes him.
He's a nuisance streamer who travels around the world just getting his ass beat. He is literally...
It's kind of funny, isn't it?
Like a piñata that gets delivered to different countries for the citizens to beat up and take some anger out on.
He's a loot goblin.
Because he's a racist asshole who does his best to disrupt society and make everyone's lives around him miserable. So it's justified that people just beat his ass because he is just this miasma of cringe and just a general piece of shit.
This was my favorite fucking one. So, if you guys didn't see this entire clip, what ended up happening, Johnny Somali was getting out of the hospital for being punched in the face. This guy follows him out, recording him, and after he gets far enough away out of the hospital, punches him in the face again. And it just reminded me of, like, remember back in WoW, where, like, you would wait outside of, like, the sanctuary zone for somebody to go into contested zone and then start attacking them? It was so fucking funny.
The literal definition of F around and find out.
That sure
Japan,
is.
you can't come here again. Korea, congratulations, now you can't leave.
Oh, man.
Because it looks like he has no agenda. Like he has no anti-Korean agenda.
I don't think he has an anti-Korean agenda. I think he's just an obnoxious retard that runs around causing trouble. I genuinely don't think so. He's just an obnoxious, annoying retard. And there's no like principle to this. There's no like world philosophy that's being used. There's no outlook or anything. He's just an annoying retard. That's it.
I think that's the only thing keeping him alive in Korea right now, honestly. Because he's insulting Korea, but because he just came out of Japan as well.
Well, he thinks Korea is Japan. That's why he was spamming Hiroshima and Nagasaki to make Korean people mad. Like, yeah, he doesn't even know. He's just an idiot. Like,
and he got a travel ban for insulting the Japanese. Otherwise, guns or no guns, there would be no Johnny Somali in Korea.
The obstruction of business charge is just the beginning. More charges could be added as investigations continue. This situation is unfolding quickly, and I'll keep you posted as it develops. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
I think that eventually he's going to end up in jail for a long period of time.
Roll it.
I think this is 100% what's going to happen. It's not even a question. We hate Johnny. We agree on something. Yeah, I guess so. And like, yeah, apparently. Let me link you guys the video. This is a really good video. Let me see here. Give the guy a sub. He's only got 1,000 viewers or 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, I'll link it to you guys. Give him a sub. This is a really good video. They should drop him off. I think that they should do that too. I think that like North Korea hasn't had a W for a really long time because of like, you know, basically everything. I think that they could get a pretty big W if they offered to take Johnny Somali off of the world's hands. You know, like Kim Jong-un could farm a little bit of reputation and be like, just send them over here, we'll take care of them. You know, North Korea, yeah, I mean, they could really claim that it's such an easy fucking W, right? Yeah, build up some worldwide goodwill, absolutely smart. Yeah, I mean, like, they really, yeah, somebody needs to go tell him that. He's probably working for North Korea. I bet he probably thinks he's, I bet he probably thinks he's in North Korea. He probably, the thing is that a person that's that dumb, you can't communicate with them, you can't interact with you can't have a discourse with them, you can't explain things to them. They're just fucking stupid. Imagine if North and South Korea reunited over hating Johnny Somali. Like, it was like the one thing that like takes it over the edge to make everybody positive about it. I think that could happen. You're right about that. That could be the final thing that actually changes things.